This is an interesting matchup.
All right. Montrose, are you familiar with him?
I'm not entirely familiar with them. I know that they play Ness and Bayonetta.
Interesting.
That's also a very interesting character combination.
That's pretty funny, actually.
It's like two very, very different characters, and I don't even think that either one of them covers the other's bad matchups all that much.
I mean, a lot of the time, people just play characters for like feeling based. It's like, okay, I can't do this with Ness, right? Like, even if it isn't like a matchup thing, it's more of, okay, now I get to, I have like a burst air-to-air, edge guarding better, etc. But yeah, as you were saying,
an interesting character combination, but on the other side of the sticks, you guys will get to see it in a second. We'll go ahead and introduce it. It's Chag, one of the biggest threats in all of Mexico and just in general.
Needs no introduction, right?
He's been terrorizing your region.
He's the man. He's the man.
I think there's off the top of my head 4 extremely strong Mexican players here for Glitch. There's obviously MKLeo. There's obviously Meister, Big Boss, and also Chag.
Big Boss came?
Big Boss is here.
Let's go.
Yeah. He was like right in front of us, right next to Meister. When
I'm blind. That's hype. That's gonna be a lot of. That's gonna be really interesting to see. I had the pleasure of playing him at a local.
I'm a huge fan of Big Boss.
Like a week and a half ago.
Me and Leo were watching it on stream when you were playing against Big Boss. But yeah,
getting into this.
Big Boss, not the player on our screen, of course. It is Chag, another menace from Mexico, one of the best Palus in the world currently.
And Montrose looking to get the upset here. This matchup could, I could see it being, like the way it plays out. I could see it being really close, but I could also see Ness getting like just slaughtered a few games, right? Just because of how like dominating Palu's neutral is and how dominating her ledge presence is.
Yeah, and I think oh no, he might be dead about here. Yeah, really good counter from Chag and only 10% on him. So I'm gonna go ahead and say like one thing that is always in common when you ask a Ness player what their worst matchups are, it's always a character with disjoints. Palu has some pretty nice disjoints,
and she 2 frames him very reliably, edge guards him very reliably. She has a myriad of ways she can gimp him out of his up B. She can run off counter. She can just outright hit him out of it. She can run off auto reticle and put him in like a really bad spot or outright gimp him with it, which is like literally no risk. That auto reticle, no risk at all for going off and doing it. But of course, Ness, this character's actually nuts in this game as well. Like, despite the edge guards, despite, beating him in the air-to-air and being relatively straightforward, it's still hard as hell to do.
It's very hard because he's just a moving hitbox.
His hitboxes are huge. He's quick, he's deadly when he hits you, and he's solid at the ledge. So he's a solid, he's very deadly. The character can catch your landings. He's strong, kill throw. Character's he's good.
Yeah, Chag, though, doing a really good job of holding on to this stock. Now has full rage.
He had it.
Oh,
he had it, yeah.
He's not going to get it. Now Chag with an opportunity to get another big punish. Please grab him, Montrose.
Okay, got the whip punish with the F tilt there.
That works.
A move that is, on its own, better than at least 10 characters in this game.
I think you can say that about most of Ness's toolkit. Like, you can say that about down tilt. You can say that about PK Fire. Like, PK Fire alone, better than Ganon.
Dude, it's funny because what's funny about his F tilt is it's not even super. It's just a good move, right? It's just funny. It's oddly strong. Just not that it shouldn't be. It's funny that it is.
The fact that it kills is just like it's very unexpected to see because it's just like a little poke with the foot, and then, oh, I'm dead.
And Montrose able to cover his recovery with that PK Fire there.
He's also doing a really good job of using Psy Magnet to just keep Chag away, but the down throw raw bear, the Palu classic.
In that spot, you have to react and air dodge or just jump away. Jump away will keep you out of getting true comboed by her, or getting hit by anything outright, like off the immediate bear. But once you jump away, you're in such a free spot for Palu to cover, to the point where a lot of the time the Nesses would opt to try to challenge her directly, which a lot of the time versus Palu, that's borderline impossible.
Yeah, it's not the right option.
It depends. Like, if you time it really well, you can beat out her hitbox either before or after it comes up. But if you try to directly hit it, you will lose. It will hit you first.
Yeah, I think it's just... oh, wow, really good back air. But it's like you said, it's just an impossibility. It's not really something that you should be considering in your game plan.
Yeah, it could, again, it's if you time it well, right? But a lot of the time, you have to be very defensive around the way she juggles you. And he's trying to catch him dashing in with these PK Fires. He went for the air-to-air, but Chag dashed a little bit too far away, recognizing that he was looking for that jump read.
Oh, good back air onto the platform.
Wasted his jump.
This could be it. Oh, no, missing the timing on the 2-frame, so Montrose gets handed that one.
Yeah, he angled it from a spot that was a little bit harder to 2-frame, like when they hugged the ledge like that, but at the same time, he wasted the jump with the PK. Like, that don't do that.
Stop doing that, please.
That is scary.
Chag's yet to, like, punish it.
It's good if you give them a reason to get hit by it. It has to be like a condition. But he's not really dying for it. And I don't want to be one to, like,
Yeah, I think it's interesting that, like, Chag is yet to successfully punish it. But it's a very bad idea.
Right. Not very. It's in the spot he did it there, he did it where he could air dodge. So that's, like, he positioned it well there. So it's all a positioning thing.
Chag actually maybe choking a little bit here. Has to be careful that he doesn't give Montrose that inroads because, again, you mentioned it, Ness is stupid strong in the close range. So if he gives Montrose the opportunity, that's going to be a really good explosive flame.
And Montrose, he was really starting to give Chag the business in the air-to-air. Yeah. He would run up to his shield, read the short hop out, and start bearing, and Chag, of course, recognized that, and that spot recognized that Montrose would try to go for, like, another air-to-air up close, and most people don't expect the explosive flame from a Palu who's standing that close to you. Usually you'd expect him to jump away, dash away, or try to challenge you directly. So in that spot, that explosive flame was incredibly good because it just caught the short hop back air, and not just because it caught it, but that's why that's the last thing you'd expect the Palu to try to hit your back air with.
And I mean, you mentioned it too that Ness was absolutely winning the air-to-air game, and it's very important when you're losing air-to-air against a Ness to find something that you can do from a distance to keep them away from you. And for Chag right there, it was that explosive flame to just back off a little bit and throw it out.
And the other answer to the air-to-air is like, you start losing the direct air-to-airs, that's when you start, like, baiting them to jump and then catching their landings. You dash away, dash attack their landing, dash grab their landing. Or you space yourself better in the air. There's a myriad of things you can do. And Chag, of course...
There's a lot of options. This should be dead. No?
Yeah, he tried to go for the air dodge read. But
that was so weird.
Montrose was too patient in that spot to go for the directional air dodge. Able to hit him out of the explosive flame there. Yep, just able to intercept him drifting back. Ness in that spot, kind of a sitting duck.
I would like to point out that this is exactly how the last game started off as well, with Chag almost absolutely dominating stock number 1, like getting the kill at under 10% or just about himself. And then Montrose just suddenly started, like, turning it up.
Yep, and that's going to be one more. Okay, goes to the Nair instead. I like that. It puts him in a better spot for juggling.
Montrose going to have a hard time getting back up on stage here. Yeah, Chag catches with the jab.
Gets the roll caught in that spot. Chag's positioning at the ledge has been superb this entire set. This should be... Oh, okay. Yeah, Montrose got scared regardless, but Chag able to go up 3 stocks to 1. Let's see if Montrose is going to be able to make anything happen here because it's looking a little bit rough. He's starting to approach a little bit more patient. Not so much jumping in Chag's face as much.
Yeah, is going to be caught by the Nair there, but again... we have to point out the fact that Chag has a 2-stock lead right now, and he's building up a ton of extra credit. Like, this is the point where he can start just, like, throwing out options and hoping they hit, because eventually, with enough time...
Wow.
Oh my god, he's dead!
That was crazy. The down throw to get the tech chase on the platform. He jumps on the platform with him with the explosive flame into the... oh my goodness.
That was IDJ up air too, right?
I think he just did a regular jump up air.
Either way, it was really good.
Him.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
He up-aired him.
Interestingly, I would like to share a fact that chat gave me. Montrose was DQ'd winners round 1.
Really?
He's been in losers the entire time.
He's been in trench warfare the entire tournament basically. So that's pretty impressive, honestly.
That's really impressive.
Able to make it that far, and he definitely put up like a good fight versus Chag, especially game 1. Game 2. I'd say crumbled a little bit just because Chag just had a read on how he was approaching and had a read on how early he was, like the timing that he was doing with his defensive options. So Chag would stand at a distance. He wouldn't know exactly what Montrose was going to do. He didn't know, oh, he's going to roll, he's going to jump, but he'd know the timing of what he was going to do. So at this timing, he's either going to roll, going to jump, going to dash, and then he'd position himself to cover all 3, basically.
And I think the critical thing there was that Game 1 was so close, and then they ran it back to Game 2, and Chag immediately had his adaptations ready to go. He was like, okay, I know your habits. I know what you're going to do. I know when you're going to roll out of specific things, and he just